Let us understand how to recognize an opportunity before everyone else does. Have you ever wondered why some business leaders seem to discover opportunities before everyone else even notices them? They enter a market before it becomes crowded. They understand a customer need before competitors react. They invest in an idea when others are still doubtful. And a few years later, everybody says, "It was such an obvious opportunity." But if it was really so obvious, why didn't everyone see it earlier? Hello, I'm Sanjeev Pendakar, your business mentor, and today I want to discuss an important business skill: how to recognize an opportunity before everyone else does. Because in business, the biggest advantage is sometimes not having more money or more resources. It is simply seeing earlier than others. Opportunity usually arrives disguised as a problem. Most people see a problem and complain. An entrepreneur sees the same problem and asks, "Can I solve this?" Imagine customers repeatedly complaining, "This product is too expensive. This service takes too long. This process is complicated. I wish somebody offered a simpler alternative." Most businesses hear complaints. Smart entrepreneurs hear market information. And exceptional entrepreneurs hear opportunity. Whenever you hear the same complaint repeatedly, don't ignore it. Ask yourself, if so many people have this problem, could there be a business hidden inside it? Very often, there is. Watch what customers do, not only what they say. Customers don't always know how to describe what they need. That is why observation is so important. Suppose you run a retail business. Customers may never tell you, "We need faster checkout." But if you notice people becoming impatient in long queues, that behavior is telling you something. Or customers may never ask for smaller packaging. But perhaps you notice that many customers hesitate because the larger pack seems expensive. That hesitation itself is information. Great business people become students of human behavior. They notice what frustrates customers. Where do they waste time? What do they repeatedly ask for? What are they willing to pay more for? What compromises are they currently forced to accept? Opportunity often lives inside these small observations. Look for change. Whenever something changes, opportunity is created. Technology changes. Consumer habits change. Demographics change. Regulations change. Distribution channels change. Lifestyles change. And whenever the world changes, old solutions may no longer fit new realities. Consider how smartphones changed business. They didn't simply create an opportunity for mobile phone manufacturers. They created opportunities in payments, entertainment, shopping, transportation, education, banking, advertising, and thousands of other areas. The intelligent entrepreneur doesn't merely ask, "What is changing?" He asks, "Because of this change, what will people need tomorrow that they don't need today?" That is a far more powerful question. Pay attention to what others dismiss. Sometimes an opportunity appears too small in the beginning. Competitors say, "The market isn't big enough. Customers won't pay for it. This idea will never become mainstream." That is exactly why early opportunities are difficult to recognize. If everybody already believes in an opportunity, it may no longer be an early opportunity. But this does not mean you should blindly go against conventional wisdom. You need evidence. Look for small signals. Are customers repeatedly requesting something? Is a niche market growing steadily? Are younger consumers behaving differently? Is technology making something possible that was impossible 5 years ago? A great entrepreneur learns to connect these small signals before they become obvious trends. Develop curiosity outside your own industry. One of the biggest mistakes business leaders make is watching only their competitors. If you are in cosmetics, you watch cosmetics. If you are in banking, you watch banks. If you are in retail, you watch retailers. But innovation often comes from outside your own industry. A retailer can learn from hospitality. A manufacturer can learn from technology companies. A hospital can learn from hotels about customer experience. A traditional business can learn from startups about speed and experimentation. So develop the habit of asking, what is happening in other industries that could eventually affect mine? The wider your curiosity, the earlier you may recognize opportunity. Don't wait for complete certainty. Here is perhaps the most important lesson. By the time an opportunity becomes completely certain, everybody can see it. And when everybody can see it, competition arrives. Costs increase. Margins shrink. And the early advantage disappears. This doesn't mean taking reckless risks. It means learning to make small, intelligent experiments. Instead of investing 10 crore rupees immediately, perhaps test the idea with 10 lakh rupees. Instead of launching nationally, test one city. Instead of manufacturing 1 lakh units, produce a small batch and study customer response. Great entrepreneurs don't always predict the future perfectly. They experiment with the future earlier than others. The final lesson. So how do you recognize an opportunity before everyone else? Train yourself to notice 3 things. Problems, changes, unmet needs. When you encounter a problem, don't simply complain about it. When you notice change, don't simply observe it. When customers struggle, don't simply accept it. Ask, what opportunity is hiding here? Because opportunities rarely arrive with a signboard saying, here is your next big business idea. They usually appear quietly, as a complaint, an inconvenience, a changing habit, a small trend, or an unsolved problem. Most people walk past them. Entrepreneurs stop, observe, and ask questions. Remember, the future doesn't suddenly arrive one morning. It gives us small signals every day. The people who learn to recognize those signals early are often the people who create tomorrow's successful businesses. I'm Sanjeev Pendharkar, your business mentor. If you found this thought useful, share this video with an entrepreneur, business leader, or young professional who is always searching for the next opportunity. And remember, don't wait for an opportunity to become obvious. Train your mind to see it while others are still looking in the other direction.